Good morning, everybody. How are you? Or afternoon or evening, whatever time it is for you. This morning I'm going to be making a video that is highly requested, but I'm going to be breaking it up into two parts. The first one is going to be all the medicines that I take that people ask all the time, because there's quite a plethora, an apothecary full of medicines. And then the second half of the video is going to be frequently answered questions in the form of a Q&A. So I'll leave a timestamp down if you just want to listen to the Q&A. And if you want to watch just this part, of course, I'll leave a timestamp for that right now if you just want to go ahead and skip to me over talking. But I get a lot of people asking me what all medicines I take, specifically other than thyroid medication. But I will go ahead and start with that one first, because obviously that's the most important. Well, in terms of living life, yes, but in terms of quality of life, no. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and start. So welcome again, and feel free to skip over this part if you don't want to see. So the first medicine that I take is the non-generic form of THYROID. It's a tiny pink pill, and this is 112 micrograms. So this is actually a pretty high dose. People that have thyroid cancer or have had thyroid cancer typically take a larger dose than people with like Hashimoto's or another thyroid condition. It's just a known fact, and I've actually been on that same dosage for about the past 2 years, I would say. So it's been quite a long time. So I take that in the morning, and then I also take the generic version of Cytomel, which is another thyroid medication. I actually take half of a pill. There was a time where I took a fourth, and then there was a time where I took a third. But now I take a half. This is 25 micrograms. So basically I cut it in half, and it's roughly 12. So I take the liothyronine and the which is the Cytomel, and then the Synthroid, basically together. Sometimes I'll take them 20 or 30 minutes apart, and as a whole, that equals around 125 micrograms of thyroid medicine. Yes, but 2 different pills. Okay, this next medicine is truly, I would say, the medicine that has saved my life. I did not realize what a basket case I was, and it really wasn't that bad until I started taking this medicine. And the reason for it was because after you go through such a trauma, like being diagnosed with cancer, as well as like your body and mind and life and things changing for lack of having a thyroid, it's kind of traumatic. So there were a lot of times where I felt horrible, and I would, project my feelings and behavior into other people's lives and just some other stuff. But deep down, really, truly, the meaning behind that was the fact that I was depressed and just not dealing properly with my life and what had happened. The events taking place beforehand. So after fighting with my doctor and my husband for like 6 months, I would say, we finally agreed that I would try antidepressants. But we agreed because there's so many different kinds. The one that would work probably the best, and the one that would not only help me with what I was going through, but with some other things as well, forgive the camera movement, is Wellbutrin. So I think this is Wellbutrin XL 150. This is the generic version, which is called bupropion. And truly, this medicine has saved my life. I've had such a better life because of it, truly. I take that about 30 minutes after my thyroid meds, and it's just made my life overall better. I don't feel like a zombie or anything. It's got very minimal side effects, and I've been on it since probably like summer of 2020, and it's truly changed my life. You don't really understand, like, in certain areas that you have a problem until you do something about it, or until you've solved that problem. And hence, since I've solved that problem, I now realize there was a bigger problem. So I'm really, really, truly grateful. I'll make another video later about the benefits specifically from Wellbutrin, but I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next medicine. But I give that a thumbs up. It's totally worked for me. I know it's helped a lot of other people. It's not for everybody, but it's been a life changer for me in the best possible way, truly. I'm so sorry I had to change the location because my cat decided to get on the little bench where I was filming, but the light is really good here, so awesome. Okay. The next thing I take regularly is a muscle relaxer because I have a lot of really bad tension and pain on this side and this area altogether. So I take a muscle relaxer called tizanidine, and it tends to make you pretty sleepy. So I take that at night, like right before bedtime most of the time, and it really does help. I've been on that medicine for about 2 years. Before that, I was taking something called Flexeril, but I like tizanidine better. It works better. So along with like doing a lot of stretching, ooh, that hurts, stretching this way and stuff like that, the tizanidine helps tremendously. So I really like that. She's so sweet, isn't she? The next things I'm not going to show you a picture of because I don't happen to have them in my box, but 2 other things that have tremendously helped my quality of life are clonazepam and also a low-dose narcotic pain medication whenever I need it. I do see a pain management doctor every other month, and when needed and the pain is really bad, I take pain medicine. So, you know, I've been on that long term, so it's not the type of situation where, like, you know, I take it for the buzz or anything like that, and honestly, I don't feel anything. I could drive, function, whatever, on pain medicine if I needed to. The clonazepam I take at night. I do take that pretty much all the time, or every night. I take that daily because my nighttime anxiety is super, super bad, especially with what I have going on now. It's been worse. So I take 1 milligram of clonazepam. It's a little blue pill, and that's my regular medication. So the clonazepam, the Wellbutrin, the 2 thyroid medications, and the tizanidine I take daily. Everything else I take as needed. Yeah, so I think that's it. I was taking gabapentin and to help with the neuropathy and RSD, reflex sympathetic dystrophy. Just have a slew of things wrong. Anyway, I don't take the gabapentin anymore because it made me do really bizarre things. You would think that the sleep, the weird, odd, bizarre things would come from like pain medication or anxiety medication, but honestly it was from the gabapentin. It would make me do like sleepwalky type things, so I don't really take that anymore. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to the portion of the video where I answer some other frequently asked questions. If you have any questions about medication specifically, just leave me a comment or send me a message like you have. I also forgot to mention that I take like vitamins and supplements, but those tend to change a little bit here and there. Often I try to take a multivitamin as well as ashwagandha. My husband got me on it. It's like a gummy. It helps with energy. It's got antioxidants, zinc, and all the good stuff. I also take a vitamin D calcium supplement and magnesium, which helps with sleep and anything lacking because of thyroid and cancer BS. It just goes on and on. But anyway, I feel like it helps a lot. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and answer the frequently asked questions now. So I'm sorry that that took so long. The first one is what size pants I am. I'm a 4. And I tend to go up and down in weight about 10 pounds, like anywhere from 125 to 137 is pretty much my weight. Usually it's like right in the middle, which brings me to the next question, which is how much I weigh, and that is currently 129 pounds. How many pets do I have? I have 4 cats, 3 turtles, and a dog, and I will insert a picture of them right now. The next question is, how long have I had cancer? That is a really interesting question. I don't know specifically. It's thought that I've had it for a really long time. So I'm going to go ahead and insert a photo from 2016 here. Might actually be 2015. And you can see the lump in my neck, the tumor. So that was quite a while ago. So I'm going to insert that photo of me. Yes, that was May. That was a photo of my student and me back in 2015, maybe even 2016, sometime around there. And you can see that I had the lump, but I actually have had the lump for even longer than that. There's photos of me from like 2013 even with a lump. So you can see that it's consistently growing. I don't know when it actually became cancerous or if it was the whole time and it just continuously got worse. But I was diagnosed in October of 2018 officially. Yes, so almost 5 years. We're going on year 5. Still not completely in remission, but that happens. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, so that was that question, how long I've had, I think that's the answer. How long have I had cancer? I don't know, but officially since 2018. The next question is how many doctors I have. I do have a video about that. So it's pretty much the same. There was a time where I had a lot more when I was going to Emory in Atlanta, which I might be going back to again. So if that's the case, then my number of docs will increase. But I currently have my GP, my primary care physician, which handles my overall care, my endocrinologist, my ear, nose, and throat, which takes care of a lot of like this stuff as well. Cancer markers, biopsies, and stuff. I see an oncologist. I have a cardiologist because I have a heart condition, very minor heart condition, and that's it. That's actually really small. It went down. Oh, and I have one other doctor who I see for pain management. 5, 6. Yes, and so other than that, I have the people I see at Emory, which I haven't seen in about 3 years. So that may or may not increase due to what's ahead. So we'll see. So 6, not bad. Currently 6. And I have one final question, and that is, what would I do if I didn't have cancer? And I would say probably this. Everything I do, like already, I feel like I would probably have the same kind of life. Unfortunately, I think the only difference, well, I wish I had more energy and I didn't feel bad and I wasn't in pain and, you know, I wasn't hurting all the time or worried, but I know that I would pretty much be doing the same exact thing that I'm doing now, which is working with kids and running a business. I think that even if I didn't have the disease, I would probably, I've cut back a lot, and I think that I would still probably do that just because it, you know, it's time for a little bit of, a rest. So I'm relatively certain that that's probably exactly what I would be doing, and taking care of my animals and husband and family, and just living that life. I try to just kind of do everything I can for as long as I can, and I hope to continue to do that and to be able to do so. So that's it for today, guys. Those are the questions. If you have any more, feel free to leave them for me. I'm glad that I finally got around to making this video, and I'll continue to keep you posted as soon as I know more about what's going on cancer-wise. Thank you guys for watching the video. I apologize for the dog issues, but she's just talking. Thank you for your love and support, of course, as always. Have a great week, and I'll see you in another video super soon. Bye.